Hello everyone, how are y'all doing today? So this is a little unexpected. Not entirely if you've been following me on my Discord and such, but I was like, I watched the whole Undertale anniversary stream, and I was like, you know what? This would be a perfect time to play it because I want to play Deltarune eventually. I haven't played it yet. I've been saying I want to play it until when it gets finished, but it's probably gonna take a long while from now. So it'd probably just be better to maybe play Undertale, get a refresher on it, and then potentially between now and playing Deltarune, I'll also play Undertale Yellow. But for now, I want to replay this because technically speaking, well, not technically, literally speaking, I've only ever played Undertale, first off, like the first few months after it originally released, as well as I only beat the neutral and the true ending. I never did the genocide run. So I basically would have to, I'm going to try to do all three endings to get like the full proper entire thing. I might take breaks between each run maybe, so that I can, I mean, they're technically beating the game, it doesn't take that long. It's only like I think it's like 10 hours or so for each run or something like that. Very, you could do it in sort of like almost in a day's time for each one. But so, well, not day's time, but you know what I mean, like a stream time. However, like with that in mind, I generally know most of Undertale stuff in it, just because I played it originally and I read or like watched and all that nonsense. But I was like, I haven't actually sat down, played through it in so long that it would be nice to. So I said, hey, why not? As you can tell, I have a whole like overlay thing I made for it. This is mainly because I eventually, when I move over to doing Undertale Yellow, I'll have it updated for that as well slightly, and I'll only need slight modifications probably, as well as for Deltarune, because they're all generally the same aesthetic, so it was like it'd be perfect to fit alongside. I'm also not using my 21:9 ratio for this, just because it just fits better in a normal night, like 920 by 1080 whatever. So yeah, and as you can tell, like I made my GBA sprite version. I think it's the GBA, or no, and this was the Game Boy Color version. I recolored to be black and white to match the Undertale sprites, and I made it for my character for talking. He's just bouncing back and forth, sort of like Undertale sprites will wobble every once in a while when they like move and all that. And when I'm not talking, I'm not moving. Instead of just the dimming of my sprite, which is nice. And everything else is basically, I tried to keep everything black and white for the most part, as it's sort of the Undertale thing. But I mean, obviously there is some color in some areas, which is why the chat will have their chat thing. I also made sure that all the chat and text on it is the Undertale text. Other than the Bossa Nova or the song music and the starting soon text, I didn't change that. That was sort of like kind of last minute. All right, also this song just played, so let me skip this one. I mean, it is a good song, but all right, there we go. Wait, isn't this also just playing? What the hell? All right, for some reason the playlist is being like really weird. It's only picking like 4 or 5 songs. It's on the shuffle on loop. What about this? Can it pick that one? I wonder if there because since this is a different scene, I wonder if something got screwed up, maybe. 1 second. There it is. All right, I think it's working now properly. Okay. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know why it's skipping or stopping after a few songs. It's weird. But yeah. For the reason why I haven't been streaming for the last, there was So the work has been really being weird. It's not too weird, but it's just more like for me, since I'm both having to do work and also like side stuff for like communities things. I have to sort of manage like time and streaming for the most part. Well, I mean, I enjoy streaming and I get the content out there. My videos are doing really good recently. Mario Mon is kicking off on my channel. I'm getting like a lot of like double digit views. Like I'm in the 50s, 60s, 40 views, and like up like recent uploads, so which is really cool. I'm thinking I'm hitting it well, understanding that a lot of people like videos that are uploaded within the 40 to an hour long. Any longer than that, views are usually far more steady. People aren't as interested in them. So I'm probably gonna try in the future. I mean, it's hard to do this because it's like some games are not meant to be like, oh, every 40 to 30 minutes there's like a cutoff point of like content where you can like cut the video into reaching a goal point. But I'm gonna have to try to figure that out because I do think that's 40 to 50 minutes. 30 to 60 minutes is like the golden length for VOD video uploads. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be cutting like when I'm streaming. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna be doing a new part 2 of the next thing in midstream. No, that's be obnoxious. But I will try to do like after I realize I hit something, I'm gonna like maybe probably like pause my talking for a little bit so there's a cutting point. But you'll probably it's probably gonna not even be noticeable when that happens. It's probably like, oh, I'm not gonna talk for a second after I heal my mon, or when I'm leaving the Poke Center, or something like that in a Pokemon game at least. For non-Pokemon games, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. At least with Pokemon, there's like a structured sort of aspect of when you're playing the game. But other than that, I've there's been a few other things. As you probably recently saw, not saw, but we recently like, I don't know, does YouTube show that like publicly? Does it like say you made a playlist or whatever? Well, if you haven't, I'm not. I shared it in one of the Discords I'm in, but here, let me actually grab it real quick. Since I made a playlist for streams of that I either I'm collaborated with. Also, the song, did the song just, what's is wrong with Tuna right now? 1 second, let me check Tuna settings. It feels like there's VLC. Is there like a cutoff, or is there like a number of songs it's allowing right now? I don't get why it's not allowing more than a few songs. It has a loop playlist, so why isn't it not even looping? Oh, that's fucking weird. Let me disable it and re-enable. Alright. Stop. Restart. Okay. Oh, what's playing now? Yeah, I gotta figure this out. Why isn't my playlisting not working properly? I mean, this is different. We haven't heard this one. Let me see if I skip a few and see if it stops. Trip it. Consciousness, that's a new one. Alright, whatever. We don't have to worry about that right now. But yeah, so I was saying the playlist. Let me get to that. As I was saying, like for my account, of like stuff I do for like the Vine Sauce community, I was trying to go through every single VOD I participated in, or not like VOD, but every sort of stream that I've sent games, or I made a pack for, or made like a fan game or whatever. I decided to make a playlist of that, and of like every single one I could find. I've only went back 5 years so far, I still have to go even further, scroll back through. But right now there's like 74, and I even have to add. Oh my god. There, no, there we go. Sorry about that. I clicked paste on the thing, not in the chat. And then I had to undo it. All right, there we go. That should send. I'm hoping. Let me look. It probably didn't, knowing how this works. No, it did. Okay. That's the playlist. It is public. 74 videos so far. For my my little plugin, it says 121 hours of content. And obviously this isn't everything right now. I still have to add more onto it. I know there's multiple things I need to add that I haven't yet, but there's like a taste of everything, every sort of like game pack and nonsense in one like area. But yeah, I can see. Oh, and you can see that on stream as well. Okay, good. But yeah, that's sort of what I've been doing for the past few days, and also, as I said, work has been annoying, so I wanted to get that all sorted through. I do have work tomorrow, so that's why I'm doing it. I started a little earlier. I usually like doing it like really late, but I mean, I want to do these things more early. I want to do it like in the afternoon normally, but like at like 4 or 6 p.m. But I've my sleep schedule has been fucked. Oh man. But outside of that though, I'm trying to think what else I've been sort of tinkering with and doing. I haven't been doing too much. I mean, I've been doing some art stuff that I have to do for a collaboration thing. I'm still doing W Place. If you haven't been on it for a while, I know some people like fell off the fad of it, but let me load it up real quick on my end. We're doing Staten Island still, Staten Island stuff, and we are currently doing stripes across the whole island. We have like the northern half is like vine sauce colored stripes, and the bottom one is gonna be Jabroni Mike purple stripes. And it's coming along really nicely. We're almost done with the vine sauce side. And as we're doing it, we're actually cleaning out like areas of like unfinished pixel art and like stuff that really isn't adding to anything. It's just like, you know, random doodles that weren't actual art or anything. It's just like a small little like smiley face that is like 4 pixels or something like that. So essentially making more room on the thing for people to draw on and such. So it's coming along nicely. I think without further ado, we can move over to the game here. So let me launch Undertale. Let's see, is it launched? Okay. And then